Sherry G. Welcome to the channel. So look, this past Saturday's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I've said it before and I'm just going to say it again. It was a lot to unpack. To me, that whole episode was just a smear campaign against Keke Jabbar. Thankfully, she did an interview with Anthony Lofties, and she cleared up a lot of the fogginess or confusion that myself and a lot of other people had around the situation with the threesome and things like that, because we know Bugs tried to come back out here and recant his recanterization. Anyway, what a hot mess. But I'm glad she came out and cleared things up. I'm also glad that Stormy came up on camera. I was surprised when she came up on camera, but it was good to see her and get some of this situation cleared up and rectified as far as I'm concerned. Now, between then and now, there's been a lot happening, right? OWN dropped some unaired footage. A lot of YouTubers have done commentary on both those two pieces. I did commentary on one and not the other. Let's see. What else is happening? Oh, and I already did, a video about that. But, Ariana Martell, let me tell you, the comments over at the Shade Room, man, I was reading those comments. They had me in stitches. It's like, wow. I don't think this turned out the way they thought it was going to turn out at all. And then I've seen where over on Diana Rose's Facebook page, she posted like the ratings for this past Saturday. And it was like the lowest of the low. And people are saying that they're just sick of the Scotts. And I agree. It's just too Scott heavy. And most importantly, they give us a little bit of their truth, but they're really not letting us in. And we're over it. Like, we're just over them. I don't think anything they could do right now could even make up for what's already been done. That's my opinion. Now, speaking of the Scotts, Letitia, she did a post that caught my attention, and that's what today's video is going to be about. She did a post that caught my attention, and it just gave me a little bit more insight as to how she thinks about family and how she views family. So like I said, I thought it was interesting. So that's what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to share that with you in just a minute. Now, if you haven't done so, go ahead, hit the like button, and keep in mind when I come back with my commentary, this is just my views, right? It's a subliminal message that she put out there. I don't know if it was for Keke, but I'm assuming that it is Keke based on everything that's just been happening, right? And if not, it still gives insight, in my opinion, as to how she views family. Yeah, so keep in mind that the views I express, they're my views. It's my opinion. It's for entertainment, for learning, for fair use, for all that jazz. So hang tight, and I'll be back with my commentary. Okay, y'all, so here's that post that Letitia put up on her IG page. And it is, I think it's a saying by Nipsey Russell. And it says that you repay your family, your family by becoming someone they can be proud of. So that's why I feel like this subliminal was made by Letitia with Keke in mind. And again, I've said it before, I feel like Letitia has some skewed views as far as it comes to family and loyalty and things like that. But you know what? A lot of people feel the same way. They feel that when your family does something for you, that you're indebted to them. And that indebtedness looks like following the pattern or their expectations, like following the pattern that they want you to follow, doing the things that they want you to do. Otherwise, they're just not going to be proud of you. But in my opinion, your life should not be about making your family proud. of course, we all would like that, but it shouldn't be at the cost of losing yourself. And I feel like with Kiki, as far as it pertains to Letitia, I feel like she loses herself sometimes because she loves her cousin so much. And she stated it herself, like she's vying for that love. And she just wants Letitia to apologize. And then she's willing to just let everything go. But again, going back to this post that Letitia put out, I feel that success or being proud is defined by one's own standards. Well, it should be, at least. But not if you go by the words of this post, right? This post doesn't reflect a person who is self-aware, a person who understands that purpose doesn't follow a pattern, nor is it about pleasing your family. Success, being proud, is subjective. It's not objective. It's not linear. It doesn't need to have concrete mile markers either. And again, it's not contingent on pleasing your family or, family expectations. It's not contingent on age. As far as it comes to family, they may never be proud of you because you don't talk like they want you to talk, walk like they want you to walk, or do what they want you to do. In this case, Kiki and Letitia. But again, to a lot of people, families being proud of you looks like you making a lot of money, you have a good job, a big house, a family, a car. And by no means are those things necessarily wrong or weird. As a matter of fact, that tends to be the norm, right? So it's okay. It's okay to go to school, go to college, graduate, get a job, meet the one, buy a house, get married, have kids. You did it, right? You checked off every single box. But then again, not everyone wants to check those boxes. And that should be okay. That should be okay too. And based on everything that's happened between Letitia and Kiki, again, that's why I'm assuming that this is one of those subliminal messages as far as it pertains to Kiki and what Letitia is expecting of her. And like I said, in my opinion, I feel like Letitia has things skewed. The cost of paying a debt of gratitude, no matter what it is that your family does for you, I feel like the cost of paying a debt of gratitude must not be a burden on you that makes you wish that they'd never done anything for you to begin with. And if this is a subliminal message from Letitia regarding Kiki, then again, to me, it says she feels like Kiki owes her a debt which must be paid according to Letitia's expectations versus pure love, versus agape love. Kiki isn't allowed to be herself, in other words. Each of us has a specific purpose, which it's going to take us on a journey, right? Our individual journeys won't look exactly like everyone else's. Our individual journeys may look totally different from anyone else that we know, including family. And get this, y'all, no one may even understand it. They might not appreciate it. They might not even accept it, except the ones who we are called to serve. There's so many people who are living lives pretending to be happy, pretending to be okay, when deep down inside they're suffocating underneath their blankets of comfort. Really, they're comfortably uncomfortable. Trying to please family, trying to make family proud, and just afraid to step out and be themselves, step out and try something different. Family should understand that your journey is exactly that, yours. Letitia should understand that Kiki's journey is exactly that. It's Kiki's journey. And true love should not expect you to conform, nor should it expect you to bow down. In my opinion, Kiki has a lot to be proud of. I can't imagine what her struggle is like. I just cannot imagine it. Now, I have a personal story of someone that I love, and I've mentioned it before, very deeply that has gone through a struggle like this. And I watched them. I watched them go through it, and I watched them go cold turkey. And I would never put them out there like this, the way Letitia's family has done to Kiki. And in particular, Marsau, of all people, who is not even blood. As far as I see it, Kiki is overcoming, which has been and is a journey. She will have valley experiences as well as mountaintop experiences, just as we all have. It's called being human. And while her struggle has affected her family, what does Letitia think her current struggles are doing? I'm just going to leave that right there. But if this is indeed a message to Kiki, in my opinion, it's more of a revelation of what's going on internally with Tisha. And now we know the Scotts have disdain for Kiki's journey. It appears they can't get to a place of compassion or empathy because the past experience is interfering with the current. So it's hard to have hope or be proud when you linger in the emotions of the past and you welcome them into your right now. And that's what I see happening with this family. It's hard to see that even though she may be traveling through the valley right now, there have been mountains, there have been hills that she's climbed, rivers that she's crossed, and hurdles that she's leapt over. It's hard for those whose heart has been hardened. And y'all, I actually hate this for Kiki. I hate this for this whole family, honestly. For those who say, well, you know what? Kiki came on the show. I get that. No argument here. It's just ugly. It's just the ugly, vile way, that this serious and sensitive situation has been handled, in my opinion. In my opinion, production has done no justice here. They could have steered this in a totally different direction. And we already know that they want, in most of our opinions anyway, they want the Scotts to come out unscathed. So yeah, this is where we are, right? Let's put the focus on Kiki and take the focus off of them and what's really going on with them. Let's allow them to give us, little shards of their information, little bits and pieces of what's going on. But we don't want them to reveal too much. So anyway, y'all, I just hope that hopefully Kiki didn't even see this message from Letitia, and hopefully she's not caught in that, mindset of, I want them to be proud of me. I don't think she is, because she's been very vocal about, her situation, her journey, and the fact that she is proud of herself. But again, like I said, to me, this post is just more so of a revelation of what's going on internally with Tisha and how she feels and how she operates. And it kind of explains the disdain that I see, in my opinion, that she has towards Kiki. So that's all I have for y'all in today's video, y'all. Go ahead and like the video if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. I will be back. Until then, ciao.
How you like that?